What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Superman CinemaCon footage breakdown and panel. James Gunn revealed a lot without really revealing a lot. James Gunn also confirmed the plot leaks are 100% true, and he also gave us an insight to what is Clark Kent and Superman been doing in this newly formed, rebooted DCEU that's turned into DCU, where some characters come over if you worked with James Gunn, but if you didn't, you weren't allowed to come over. Brand new booted universe, which I'm actually looking forward to. Now, I know you lads and ladettes think I'm a DC Superman hater because I don't glaze this Superman movie. I'm not going to glaze something unless I've seen the movie and it turns out to be good. I can't give him a Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen 11 glazing. I can't give him a Song Joon-woo glazing from Solo leveling, can I? No, I can keep going on and going on. I can't give him a Tanjiro Kamado glazing from Demon Slayer. No, I just don't understand how we have generational levels of glazing for David Korsnet already playing Superman without you even seeing him act in Superman, except for a few moments. I mean, you lads and ladettes are very disrespectful, saying he's better than Christopher Reeve, better than Tyler Hoechlin, better than Brandon Ruth, better than Warstu, better than Henry Cavill. You're saying that he's better than all them from a 2-minute clip in a trailer where you've not even seen that much. And based on the footage, it seems like still they haven't shown much, which is actually good. So yes, David Korsnet seems to be a competent actor. Personally, I think in the Twisters movie, he was very forgettable. But like I say, I'm not going to judge the movie properly until I see it. But as this channel started on DC content, I will keep covering it. But I'm not going to generational glaze someone based on a few moments of footage and disrespect every other pretty cool Superman that has come before him and also their respective other actors in said movies. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube boys? If you are new around, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, much diverse pop culture-based content I try to deliver on a daily basis. I'm not like other channels. I don't just do Marvel, DC. I cover everything I want to cover, right? I'm not just going to do Marvel every day, DC every day. I cover everything. I'm very transparent. So if you could, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And also, I've got a channel over on Instagram, which is a new thing they're doing, where I can post things in this channel because it's private that I can't necessarily always post on the YouTube channel because there's very strict guidelines of what you can and cannot do there. Also, check us out on Twitter, WashtuG. Right, let's get into today's video. So, James Gunn has been giving us nuggets or tidbits or whatever you want to call it about what has Superman and Clark been doing so far. He is starting to become successful at both his job in the big Liz city. So far from home, he says he's madly in love with a woman who isn't so sure about him. He's made a few superhero friends who like him but think of him as naive like every Superman is. All these new elements in his life have unbalanced him a bit and he's toddling along. We're going to see where he lands in terms of his values and choices. So everyone keeps saying this is a very different Superman. I mean, realistically, that sounds like every other version of Superman we've already had. Now, I get it. James Gunn can't reinvent the character, but he could do something different. So, as we know at CinemaCon, the main cast were there, being Rachel Brosnahan, Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult, fantastic actor, one of my favorite actors after seeing him in Nosferatu as Lex Luthor, and also the main star, David Korsnet as Superman. I do think he's a pretty cool guy. Comes across so well, as you know, he's a very good reputation for DC. So lads, please, let's have the movie do the talking, not just you thinking he looks the part. He needs to play the part as well. So they did show off some footage at CinemaCon, and Warner Bros. Has kind of done an interpromotional thing. So, Minecraft is one of the biggest IPs owned by Microsoft in the world. Okay, Microsoft bought it. Like, it was already the biggest IP before they bought it. In the gaming world, it's fair to say it's one of the biggest IPs out there. So, this footage that was shown at CinemaCon wasn't even exclusive. So, if you go watch Minecraft, you get to see this new footage that was shown to cinema owners, theater owners. Although it does seem that CinemaCon is now turning into a TikTok influencer place where you can go there and get access to all these new things before anyone else. So, if you want to go watch Minecraft, you will get to watch 5 minutes of this new footage. But from what people are saying that were actually at this event last night, it's more like 3 minutes because they have reused a bunch of stuff from other things that were also shown at this event. So, description reads like this. Superman crashes into the snow on the ground. He wheezes and bleeds. He whistles for Crypto. Crypto gleefully jumps all over him, causing him more pain. Crypto tries to play, Crypto, take me home. Superman says, Crypto licks his face. Crypto runs circles around him before finally grabbing his cape with his mouth, dragging him across the snow. A fortress rises from the ground in an icy formation, and the pair go inside. It does sound, the Fortress Solitude does sound pretty cool. Robot lifts Superman and carries him. Superman thanks them. The robot states, there is no need to thank us, as we do not understand. They examine him in a medical office. They blast him with the sunlight and Superman screams. That's going to be pretty cool to see that in real time. So I think a lot of people are being hyperbolic about what was shown in the footage, but also pocket universes. Plot leak confirmed. Sorcery, flying dogs. James Gunn talks about pocket universes, which was a big talking point of the plot leak, which means, careful spoilers, I don't know what you're in your life, Lex Luthor's actually going to use the pocket universes to put his ex-girlfriends in, which is also interesting. So it doesn't necessarily mean this is a bad movie. Far from it. It does not mean it's a bad movie. I'm not saying that. But information that was going around that everyone said was leak and was hyperbolic turns out to be actually true. Make of that what you want. And we also got to see Metamorpho. Okay, I butcher that name, but he was also there. Pretty cool. So, and Hawk Girl was also in the footage. So we do get to see a lot from this movie without really seeing a lot. I wasn't expecting them to gatekeep a trailer just for people that attended there. Because realistically, CinemaCon, it's not a San Diego Comic-Con. It's not a D23. It's to hype up theater owners. So theaters want to show these movies, realistically. It's not even for the public, which is interesting. But it's also interesting that there is different interpretations of what happened. Like a different one reads like this. Superman has multiple injuries. Robot uses yellow sun to heal him. Superman screams in pain. Lois interviewing Superman as Clark. Superman in the Fortress of Solitude gets upset at Crypto, who made a mess. Robots do not like Crypto. Crypto cries when Superman leaves. But okay, careful for spoilers, right? If the plot leak is true, Crypto isn't even his dog. Crypto is actually a drunken Supergirl's dog who leaves Crypto with Superman, aka Clark Kent, for a week. Now, I really hope parts of the plot leak aren't true, but I also hope parts of the plot leak are true. I do like the idea of David Korsnett playing a dual role, playing Ultraman who will become Bizarro, and also playing Superman. I do like that part of it. I think that will be pretty cool. So David Korsnett had this to say about playing a role. It's a great honor to play a role that is so clearly in the public consciousness. You know what his symbol means? It feels like you're riding a tidal wave of good vibe, creative choices, David Korsnett said. Now that is good, but that also comes with the pressure, right? Because it's just like Batman. Everybody knows who Superman is. Just like when Robert Pattinson took up the mantle of the Cape Crusader, the Dark Knight. So realistically, there's no excuse if this movie does not make anything less than $750 million because everyone knows who he is. David Korsnett was intimidated by Nicholas Hoult after seeing him bowl for the first time. No, Nicholas Hoult he's not scrawny. He's a tall lad himself. You know, he's not exactly jacked, but he's got a build to him. So I can quite believe this. So this information came out here, which is interesting. Back in 2018, I was offered Superman. I did not know if I could do it. It seemed hard, but it stuck with me. Then one day it hit me. Creating a story is utterly human and fantastic. James Gunn on the spark behind Superman. So, 2018. Interesting. So, Man of Steel 2 rumors, were they ever true? So, David Korsnett said something, but he didn't stand on business, lad. He did not stand on business. Wearing trunks on the outside of my pants is liberating. So why didn't you do an iconic scene like Tom Hiddleston did at San Diego Comic-Con by rocking up at CinemaCon in the Superman costume That would have been absolutely goated, but you didn't do it. This character is noble. He is beautiful. James Gunn. So there was also a description for the Dynamic Duo footage that came out. Allegedly, it reads like this. Batman crushes through a pillow and Dick Grayson is shown riding the subway. Not much is known about that property, to be fair, but it seems to be like it will be there. And obviously, Rachel Brosnahan looked great in her dress, and to be fair, they do look like they could be a very good couple together. They do look like Superman and Lois. I'm not disputing that. But like I say, looking the part doesn't mean you're gonna stand on business and be the part. So I'm very much looking forward to this, even though the information going around of what was said and what James Gunn said and what the footage shown really does tell me that the majority of the plot leak is going to be true. So also information came out and it shows a backdrop, a picture of Metropolis, and it does look pretty aesthetically beautiful. I'm not going to say that. Like I say, James Gunn is good at directing, pretty good, you know, has a pretty good team around him for cinematography. Just the weakest part of the lad's game is his writing, is the story, is his plots. And ironically, that is the most important part, realistically. That is the most important part when it comes to that. Now, you are going to see some people's reactions that were actually there, who are going to, you know, be over hyperbolic and make out it's the greatest thing ever. But at the same time, they're contradicting themselves. So, according to the internet, one person that was at the event blacked out watching the footage. You blacked out or watching the footage. Already adore crypto. Clark, dynamic, movie looks beautiful and vibrant. The fortress looks awesome. But there is a scene of Lois interviewing Clark as Superman, and I cannot think of this parallel enough. Then he shows the OG Christopher Reeve's version talking to his Lois. But it's interesting because you can actually put up a breakdown of the footage, but you're passed out watching the footage. I don't understand this Gojo, this Song Jong-woo level glazing when we haven't even watched the movie. If the movie comes out and David Corset turns out to be the greatest Superman ever, I'll give him his flowers. I'll even give him a Gojo JJK level glaze. But at the moment, we can't be glazing stuff off literally less than 5 minutes of footage because only 3 minutes of this is new footage. And also, I do think it's quite clever to attach it to the Minecraft movie. Personally, I have no interest in the Minecraft movie. Why? Because the trailer doesn't look very good to me. Like I say, I'm not one of these pop culture people who cover stuff who's going to make out I'm a fan of absolutely everything, of The Boys, of Invincible, of House of Dragons, of literally every property, when it's clear that some of you lads are just covering stuff for content and you have no real interest in it. It's clear when content comes out who's actually realistically a fan of said property. So like always, guys, and also this Minecraft exclusive footage will most likely be part of the trailer that's going to come out maybe on Superman in the middle of this month, potentially. And also, some fake scoopers were exposed that they said the trailer would be coming out tonight at CinemaCon. Damn, these fake-ass scoopers keep getting exposed left, right, and center. Cryptic HD, the most trusted person when it comes to trailer, didn't actually say it was going to drop, inferring to Cryptic HD. He said he heard it will come out sometime in April, and I think it's very clever. Dropping a trailer on April the 1st, on April's Fool Day. So in England, right, if you talk about any April's Fool after midday, which is 12 a.m., you're actually a fool. So I'm really glad that Warner Bros. Did not drop the trailer on April's Fool Day. I get it, time zone's different in America, but still, you're a freaking April Fool if you drop stuff after 12 o'clock in your respective country. So I'm looking forward to this next trailer coming out because it will also confirm or defirm what is actually true about the plot leaks, because we know the pocket dimension, it does basically confirm that the whole plot leak is true, but we can only say parts of it is true. Like I say, the plot is pretty damn weak, but if execution is good, then maybe it could be a pretty good movie. So like always, guys, I will catch ya in another video very soon. Catch ya later.